It's time for the next hour of the HRN Holiday Radiothon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am Margaret Selewski, Customer Service Representative, and it's Hour 3 of the Horse Radio Network 6th Holiday Radiothon. Be sure to head over to statelinetac.com for all of your holiday shopping. Happy holidays from everyone at statelinetac.com.
Rocking around the HRN tree, Glenn and Ashley on the air. And now Hour 3, it's holiday trivia. See who we invite and get silly. And here we have Glenn's outfit change. I didn't get the memo.
Look, it lights up too.
He was like Lady Gaga, just switching an outfit on the and when nobody. It was magical.
This
Amazing.
is my second. I have 3 sweaters for today, and I think this one is very festive. I'm not quite fat enough though.
That's a good thing.
I guess so.
There's time, right? The holidays are ahead of us still. Plenty of cookies and milk.
You still win, though. You're still in the lead. Jennifer just came in here, too, to say hi, and then she left. I don't know that she said hi. And she is actually decking out the headwear. She saw your inspiration earlier, and she is decking out the headwear. I'm sure she'll be back.
Grateful to be a
Here she comes.
trendsetter.
Here she comes. Here she's joining in now with the headwear. Oh, my God.
I can hear her. Ding dong. Look at you guys. And
Aren't we quite the
Mr.
couple?
and Mrs. Claus. It's a beautiful thing. I like the one ornament, Jen.
Welcome to Hour 3, the trivia hour of the Horse Radio Network. 6-hour live holiday radiothon by State Line Tack with additional support provided by Kentucky Performance Products and Benefab. I am Glenn DeGeek, and emceeing with me for the full 6 hours is my friend and host of the Sleep Stories for Equestrians podcast and the brand new Show Jumping podcast, Ashley Winch. Hey, Ashley, thank you so much for continuing to hang out with us.
I'm having a blast. I don't know if I'll be able to speak by the end, but that's like, hour 6 problems.
I can tell you won't. We have 4 more hours of guests, over $2,600 in prizes yet to give away, multiple hosts, and you, our creative listeners. You can find the schedule at horseradionetwork.com/radiothon.
It is the year of the ugly sweater, and you've seen a few, and you'll continue to see more, especially our guests showed up for this hour quite festively. I'm really excited for you guys to see their outfits. Make sure you drop your name in the chat so we know who is who. Those names don't always come through from Facebook. And our theme this year is your best holiday Christmas fail. So go ahead and share those too. Who knows? We might share them on air. And this hour, Glenn and I are your hosts for our holiday trivia competition. Our competitors are very familiar to HRN, and we'll meet them shortly. At the end of the hour, we'll be giving away over $500 worth of goodies that include a trail riding bundle from Benefab worth $100, Easy Signs online gift certificate worth $100, a Prince of Scots Highland Tweeds throw worth $225. I really would like that for myself, but you guys are lucky I'm not allowed to play. And finally, another Ride TV 1-year subscription valued at $200.
We're going to go off script a little bit because I just got a message in the chat that the person who won the U.S. Rider subscription, I assume in the last hour, doesn't own a trailer.
Well,
so she wanted to know if we could redraw. So do you want to draw another winner?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll have you pick the number between 1 and 875.
13. Were you at the bottom? Or?
You guys are such jerks. Abby DeLecci, I think it's how it's said. So Abby, congratulations. Well done. So we'll Jennifer can mark that. We would appreciate it. So in this hour, we are going to do trivia. And I thought, what's better way to do trivia than to start with a trivia question for the audience? So like we've done in previous hours, maybe we'll do a couple of them. I'm in the giving mood. We're going to be giving away some more mugs. So right now, and by the way, if you win one of the mugs, drop an email to Jennifer@horseradionetwork.com with your name, address, and that you want a mug so that we can get them to you. And Patty, yes, I am showing you all how to dress. Look at me. All right. So this next question is about Ashley. Ashley lived in what foreign country for 3 years and competed there? The first one that we see to answer, and Ashley's keeping an eye on it, and if you listen to a recent episode of Horses in the Morning, you'll know that answer, because we talked all about her time in this country. Oh, Nicole got it already. Oh, no, it wasn't Nicole. It was...
Yes, Nicole Hatfield.
Yes.
Nicole, yes. Yep, you win. Nicole. Oh, it's all going so fast, I can't get her last name. My gosh.
I know Nicole.
Nicole Gonzalez Hatfield. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Nicole.
You guys really do pay attention. Oh, my gosh.
We should be more careful about what we say.
I know. It is interesting. We get to meet listeners sometimes, and they'll say something that we said a long time ago and forgot we even talked about. And it's kind of creepy almost a little bit because we're going, I forgot I talked about that. So it's a little creepy sometimes. But we're glad you guys listened. Thank you so much for participating. You want to do another one? You want to give away another one?
Yeah. Right. I'll ask, let's see down here. How about this one about Scooter? Can I ask that one? Yeah,
go ahead.
Okay.
They'll get this one quick.
Okay. Well, I'll be watching too.
Right.
Glenn's pony Scooter became famous for doing something in a viral video with over 12 million views. What was Scooter doing?
Hey, we'll see if they answer this one quickly. They have a delay, like 20 seconds.
Carrie
Garvey. Oh, that isn't right, Carrie. That wasn't right.
Oh.
Yes.
Anne
got it. That's right. Anne got it. Anne Carney got it. Rolling in a puddle of water. And he rolled and rolled and rolled. And that video still, I see it popping up today. It's been 10 years and that video is still making the rounds.
God bless Scooter. He's earning his keep. You got to appreciate that in a horse. It doesn't always happen.
Well, that is true. So we have a fun time planned for you today, and the fun time right after we hear from State Line Tack is we had the opportunity to invite a couple of guests over to play some holiday and horsey trivia. And I kind of thought these two would be a good pair because I've talked to them both on the show. They've been regular guests. And were we right or what?
My face hurt when we were hanging up because I was laughing so hard with these guys. I had such a great time. I couldn't go to sleep. It took me an hour to wind down. It was a blast.
So, Jemmy, go ahead with State Line Tack and then into our trivia competition extraordinaire.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's a merry bonanza at State Line Tack. We're dashing through the deals with savings galore. From grooming essentials to riding gear, find everything you and your horse need to slay the holidays. And the best part, huge savings on every item. Make your barn merrier and brighter with the best in horse equipment. This holiday, it's not just the weather that's cool, our prices are too. Use coupon code HRN at statelinetack.com to receive 30% off your complete order. Simply enter coupon code HRN at checkout. Offer good now through December 31st. Excited for this particular trivia battle, and we have two very special people here. Pam can't keep her antlers on. We have two very special people, and by special, I mean special. And they've been coming on our shows for years, and we love them both. We have Pam Stone, who's best known as a comedian and a bad dresser, and co-stars in 7 seasons of the ABC sitcom Coach, which is how I knew about her the first time. She portrayed Judy Watkins. You'll remember her. And in her free time, Pam is an accomplished equestrian, having earned her USDF bronze and silver medals. Are you gold yet? You're working on that, aren't you?
I'm working on it, baby.
That's what I thought. And you train and teach dressage.
I do.
Yep. And then we have Doc. Go ahead, Pam.
And I wear this to do it.
Her students love her. And then we have Dr. Madison Seamans, who's been coming on our shows for a lot of years now. And he's the author of Never Trust a Sneaky Pony and a regular guest on Horses in the Morning. And oh, he's a vet too. So hi, Dr. Seamans.
Howdy. Thanks for having me.
You got quite a collection. What's hanging over your shoulder there?
I have an antique spur collection that goes back to, most of them are Mexican, goes back to the 1700s.
Wow, those are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool. And
I think that's legal for USDF competitions now. I'm pretty sure I just read. Didn't you, Ashley, in the last rule changing? Didn't they say 17th century
Nixed
Mexican in particular? Like, Nick, not happening.
No more.
They're hanging on his wall.
Yeah. Well, they're pretty brutal looking.
So what's the statue?
Oh, that's the Bronc-Buster by Frederick Remington. The original is actually in the Oval Office of the White House. So this is a copy, but it's an original Remington copy.
Wow, cool. Very good.
Yeah.
I know you're a sculptor too and an artist, but I didn't know if it was one of yours.
No, it's not one of mine.
Okay, just checking. All right, this is how it's going to work for Christmas trivia. Everybody can play at home as you're watching this. And apparently, from what we saw in the auditor room this week, there were a lot of comments about when people know the answers and we don't. They're yelling and screaming in their car the answers, and it's very frustrating for listeners. So you can yell and scream. The one thing you can't do, well, you can do it because we're pre-recording this. You can also put it in the comments because it won't matter today. They can't see it.
Go for it.
Oh, all
no
right.
cheating. Yeah.
Now, is this a drinking game?
Anything's a drinking game if you try hard enough.
What have you got there, Glenn?
I've got, I only have a wine cooler, but I have it in my very special Christmas mug.
I brought a bottle and some nibbles. I have my daily dose horse feed nibbles in my Bombay.
There you go. Perfect.
That's a square meal.
I may be doing humor uniquely funny to me, but let's go.
and other horse people. So there's 2 rounds, 3 questions each. Ashley's going to ask the questions. I will do this if you get it correct, and I will do this if you get it incorrect. So that's the correct and incorrect. And at the end, the winner will win a $1 million check guaranteed not to clear your bank.
I was hoping to go on Euro market. Okay.
I was hoping for the washer and the dryer.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. I have a very old one here that I can send you. About as old as your Spurs. So, all right, let's play this game. You can play at home. These questions are mixed up between horsey questions and Christmas questions, but they're mostly Christmas questions, as it is a holiday event. Ashley, you want to lead the way?
I sure do. Who should we start with, Glenn? Do you want to pick our competitors?
Comedians first. Ladies first.
All right. All right, Pam. And how perfect. We just saw what everybody's drinking. Question 1. Which popular Christmas beverage is also called milk punch? Is it eggnog, a white Russian, or peppermint schnapps and whipped cream?
Well, wow. Now you threw me.
Yeah, I wasn't going to make it easy for you, sister.
I'm saying, I want to go for the eggnog, but I'm going with the schnapps and the whipped cream. Although that's a disgusting mixture.
Is that your final answer, Pam?
Yeah, let's just chase that with some Jägermeister and some Abernethy. Oh, man.
That is incorrect.
You were... Yeah.
That is disgusting, actually. Just throw some ice cream in there, too. Why not?
The correct answer was eggnog.
I should have. Oh, I made it too dadgum. All right, go on.
Okay. Next, Pony Club, an international youth organization, exists in over how many countries? 18, 30, or 26? Dr.
Seamans.
I'm still stuck on milking that reindeer.
Why, I'm not Rudolph, by the way. I'm Rudolph's half sister, Brenda. And her nose only gets red when she starts slamming Jägermeister.
Yeah, they don't come to New Mexico. Some redneck and shoot them.
I learned that at the Pony Club rally.
There you go. I would guess 30.
And your answer is correct.
Ta-da!
Yay, good for you, Doc.
Well done.
You probably have you spoken at Pony Club?
No,
They don't let you in?
of course not. They're afraid I'll rope something.
You'd definitely be doing unmounted meetings.
Yeah. They would love you there, Doc.
All right, Pam, for redemption. Which Hollywood actor played 6 different roles in the holiday film Polar Express? Was it Tim Allen, Owen Wilson, or Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks.
Very good. Tom Hanks. Correct. He did a
That
lot in
made my
that.
candle
I didn't
flicker
like that
even
movie.
more.
Did you like that movie?
That was
It was kind
creepy.
of creepy. Yeah, it was kind of creepy.
Like-
That's creepy.
The CGI wasn't there enough, and so
Yeah.
it was just icky. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But now that
Yeah.
looks nostalgic nowadays. I wasn't too sure about it until I saw Steven Tyler singing on a rooftop, and I was like, "What the freak is Felix?" I love this movie. A long time to get to that point, though. It's like 2 seconds of Steven Tyler scatting. I was like,
I'm gonna have to rewatch it just for Steven Tyler
I
now.
can see Steven Tyler.
I don't even remember Steven
I don't
Tyler in it.
You don't even. I know Steven Tyler's in that film. In
I
fact,
probably
my
fell
brain
asleep.
even went there when you asked me the question. I thought maybe Steven Tyler's playing a part. I'm not even aware of it, and I just noticed him that one part. But I'm pretty sure it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Well
he did all
done.
and I think he regrets it to this day.
Mm. Okay, Dr. Seamans. Doma Vaquiera is a traditional working riding discipline of which country?
I thought this was in English.
Doma Vaquiera is a traditional working riding discipline of which country? Mexico, Spain, or Argentina?
Look, you have all those Mexican spurs.
Yeah, well, that doesn't sound Mexican to me. I'd have to guess Spain.
Ooh.
Wow.
Look at you
He's on a
go.
roll.
So it Doma means dressage in Spanish, and Vaquera means Western. So it actually loosely translates to the Spanish version of Western dressage.
Yeah, boy,
What about
dressage.
that
Yeah.
Doma? I thought Doma in Espanol meant like a cathedral, the dome.
Ah,
Or
Oh.
Italian, at least.
sì, certo. In Italian, yes.
The Doma, like in
Yeah.
Milano? Doma?
Mhm.
Okay, I think we need to have a conference about that.
All complaints should be sent
I
to
can't
Jennifer
see
at
how
horseradionetwork.com. She's our complaint department and guaranteed never to be read.
Okay.
All right, it's 2-1 with Doc in the lead.
Now here we go. Back to Pam. Which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree? Germany, England, or France?
Well, that would be Germany. And the reason we have Christmas trees today, besides the pagan influence, this is going to be much longer than you anticipated, was because when Queen Victoria's husband, being a German, brought that entire tradition into the royal family, and then that was copied by everybody else. And so had it not been for the prince, we would not be having Christmas trees today. But that
And
You
then-
got
and
an
then a
extra
bit of
ring
trivia.
there for the added commentary.
Yeah,
Thank
a
you.
bit of trivia on top of that was the very next year they invented fire insurance.
Yes, they did. Yes, that's exactly right. Well done.
Stick with me. I'm a gold mine of useless information.
Oh,
But if you lived in California, the premium was way too high. You couldn't.
Boy, it just blow you away. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure
How
they
did
don't
I know
even
we were
buy
not
real
going to get
trees
through this in
anyway.
the time allowed, Ashley? How did I know? All right, final question in round 1. Goes
Okay.
to Dr. Seamans. It is currently 2-2.
And we will flip flop you guys for Christmas and horse questions next round. So don't be salty.
All right.
What is meant by the term horse opera? Is it a terrible singer with a hoarse voice, Is it an opera where you expected a different story and were Trojan horsed into a different one? Or is it a performance that is cliched or predictable?
And that's Dr. Seaman, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'd have to go with the cliched predictable.
Did you give him the questions
I
ahead of time?
just met him today.
I've been to college, okay? 4 times.
That was junior college was the best 7 years of my life. When people
I read your bio. You and me dropped out of college the same year.
Oh, really? Did we?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we did.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. But so how did you become a vet? Did you just draw like a sick horse on a matchbook cover or something and get into that?
No,
How did you
veterinary
drop out
college.
of college and become a vet?
Veterinary college is a 2-year program at the community college. Didn't you know that?
Well, I do now.
No,
I'd like to see your certificate, please. I need some paperwork document.
I am now looking it up. We've had him on the show saying he was a doctor.
every client I have asks the same dang question.
He just went out front. He went outside
Okay.
and nailed it to his door. Dr.
was it.
Seamans. That's
me, and
it.
me and Martin Luther.
We said we're radio hosts, and we're still here 14 years later faking it.
See?
So
I
there you go.
mean,
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
All right, round 2. It is now 3-2. Dr. Seamans is in the lead. First question to Pam in round 2.
We're going to flip-flop it, actually, just because
You
of the
don't
way I
have to.
have
Most
it ordered.
of these are Christmas. Most of these
Are they? Okay.
Yep.
My apologies. Okay. In the movie Elf, what was the first rule of the Code of Elves? All elves should spread Christmas cheer for all to hear. Treat every day like Christmas. Or maple syrup is the only condiment an elf needs.
I didn't see the film, and
What?
I didn't see it. I'm going to
You're
go.
fired.
The third one is so ridiculous. That's what I'm going with, the maple syrup.
You deserve extras of those you didn't see Elf. I only watch that about 12 times every Christmas.
Really? I haven't
Yes.
seen it.
Yes. It's a great Christmas movie.
I love maple syrup.
He puts it on spaghetti. In the movie, he puts it on spaghetti. It's so gross. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right, Dr. Seamans. What is
that freaking elf? Okay, go ahead.
So what's the answer?
Oh, it was treat every day like Christmas.
like Christmas.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. What is the name of the magnificent Palomino gelding that portrayed the title character in the popular TV show Mr. Ed? Was it Bamboo Harvester, Mr. Ed, or Bob the Horse?
What? Say that again.
What was the name of the Palomino gelding who portrayed the title character in Mr. Ed? Was his name Bamboo Harvester, Mr. Ed, or Bob the Horse?
Is this a trick question? Is this like who's buried in Grant's tomb? Who's named after the Washington Bridge? I would guess it would be Mr. Ed.
And you are incorrect.
It's about time.
Bamboo Harvester.
Yeah, because that's what you'd guess.
I have
Oh, you mean the real name of the horse, not the character?
Red.
All right,
see,
it's
that's
still
not
3-2 with Dr.
not
Seamans
fair.
leading the way.
I have to tell you, can I tell you this really quickly? Because this is a really cute
Yeah.
story. So when I was doing the sitcom Coach, we had Alan Young on as, Wilbur did an episode with us, which was, I grew up watching Mr. Ed and I can't believe I'm working with Wilbur. It was like the coolest thing. So, and I said, and I asked him, he was the sweetest guy and he has a very strong Scottish brogue in real life. And he told me, all about Ed. And I asked him, if I could have an autograph photograph. And he said, I'll bring one tomorrow. And he did. And it was of him. And I wanted it of Ed. And it was so awkward because how could I say, because he gave it to me, Oh, this is so great.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's in a box someplace, isn't it, Pam?
Yeah, but it was a great story, and he told me that when he had to learn to ride to do the show, and the cowboy wrangler that they brought in, he said to him, "So, do you want to learn to ride for this show, or do you want to become a horseman?" And Alan Young said, "I think I'd like to become a horseman." And he said, "Right, then you're going to clean the stall, and you're going to clean the horse, and you're going to clean tack." And he did. He learned to do all of that.
Oh, that's cool.
I got so much dirt on Ed, you wouldn't believe.
I think we might need to make another episode just on Ed.
How they get him to move his lip?
I know how they made him talk.
How?
All right, we don't have time for that. We'll have to come back with that.
Oh, you're no fun.
Back to the point.
We'll tease that for a future episode. It's the only way I get Pam back. I have to use this as leverage.
I love it.
All right, now we are. I have no idea where we are. Oh, we're still 3-2. So
Okay. All right.
Pam, it's your chance to catch up.
Okay.
How many gifts in total were given in the 12 Days of Christmas song? A, too many, B, 68, or C, 364?
Oh, God.
No doing math.
Oh, okay. Well, so I can't say too many. So it's got to be 68, right? Was that one of them? 68?
That was B, yes.
B, yes. How can it be 300 something?
It's 364, one gift for every day of the year except for Christmas Day itself.
If you add them all up every time they went
Lords
through.
a leaping, 10, That's a lot.
Remember, they did the stanza 12 times.
If they do the stanza 12 times, see, I didn't go that far. It's like, what kind of trick math
Remember,
is that?
that song is like 25 minutes long.
How is that? That's like 100 bottles of beer on the wall.
Exactly.
Okay,
Wow.
Feels like
they,
actually.
they tricked both of us, Pam.
Yeah, like totally tricked me on. Okay, all right.
Okay, still 3-2. Back to Doc.
Okay, Saint Nicholas is considered loosely the patron saint of Christmas. What else is he the patron saint of? Horses, schools, or thievery?
Saint Nicholas is the patron saint. Saint Nicholas.
He was
He's also-
Turkish.
It's horses, schools, or thievery.
Well, I couldn't believe that there'd be a patron saint of thievery. That just sounds so counterintuitive, so it's bound to be that. I'm just going to guess horses.
You'd be incorrect.
Oh,
See?
man.
It's thievery.
No.
He is also the patron saint of banking, pawnbroking, scholarships, pirating, butchery, sailing, haberdashery, orphans, royalty, and New York City. Glenn,
He was a
is
busy
this
saint.
true?
He was a busy saint.
That's
Busy.
devoting your entire life to good works and biblical
It's all balance, baby. It's all
Thievery.
balance.
What was he? The Grinch? I mean, come on. The patron saint of thievery.
He threw coins. The legend was he threw coins down the chimney of the girls that wanted to be married, but there was no dowry. They were too poor. So I guess is that like a banking thing?
Then he went in and stole
savings.
it all after.
That
I
is
think
crazy.
I grew up Catholic. I think the Catholic Church went, oh, we don't have a patron saint for any of these things. Let's just give it to Nicholas. You know?
Give it to Santa. Everybody loves
Yeah,
him.
everybody
It'll be
loves
fine.
Santa.
Wow.
That's a good one. All right, back to Pam. What animal does Santa Claus use to help him deliver his gifts in Scandinavia? Reindeer, horses, or goats?
It's Scandinavia. I think I've seen illustrations. Well, it could be a reindeer because I think I've seen an illustration with a goat. I'm going to say reindeer. It can't be a goat. Who hauls a goat around? Are you good?
That's the second time you didn't go with your first instinct.
It's a freaking goat.
It's a magical Yule goat, to be specific. Once a scary demonic creature that would demand food and frighten Christians, the goat changed into a mount for Santa Claus to help him deliver gifts.
I bet it's like that goat that licks electric wire like you see on YouTube. Here comes Santa Claus with his gun.
I hate to say it.
Screaming in the night. What kind of...
But the veterinarian beats the comedian. You win, Doc. Very good. Very well done, Doc.
Hey, thank you.
Slam me.
I'll be here all week.
Which means, Doc, you can go first. Promote your book.
Oh, it's called Never Trust a Sneaky Pony and Other Things They Did Not Teach Me in Veterinary College. And that's a much longer list. It took about 20 years to write it, and it's about being a horse doctor in the Western United States. If James Harriet and Jeff Foxworthy wrote a book, this would be it.
That's a good description because I've read your book. That's a excellent way to put it.
Oh, you're the guy. You're the one. It's also available. I actually got to perform the audiobook, and that was so much fun. So you can get it on Audible. You can get the book on Amazon.com or anywhere that you get really questionable reading material. But the audiobook is pretty good, I think.
And what's it called one more time?
Never Trust a Sneaky Pony and Other Things They Did Not Teach Me in Veterinary College. Now, I illustrated.
What are you up to?
I illustrated the paperback, but I did not illustrate the audiobook. So sorry for that.
It took me a minute.
Well, you're old.
I know.
It's that wine cooler went straight to his head.
Pam, do you have enough left to tell us about your book?
I certainly do. I can still tell you about Mr. Red if you want. I actually...
We'll get back to that.
I'm just teasing you. So I have a novel out, my first novel called Girls Like Her, which was nominated for the Southern Book Prize, which was very exciting for me. But most recently, I was asked to, by Gunnar Ostergaard, I co-wrote his autobiography that is just being released as we speak at Trafalgar. And it's called My Life as a Dressage Trainer in 3 Countries. And the dressage trainer is very well known in America, kind of legendary. I was his co-writer for it. So that's out cool. Right now. You can find that at Trafalgar. You can go to their publishing site. You can go to Amazon. You can go to my house and hang out and have a drink. And
I was intrigued. I like me a turkey butt sandwich. I'd like to hear about that.
That was, I write a syndicated humor column. And so I love me a turkey butt sandwich was one of the columns that I had written. And then that was the name of one of the columns. So that book was just a compilation of all my columns put together.
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
But that was just because I walked in the feed store one day and they were the guys that worked there were having a discussion. They said, Pam, have you ever had the turkey butt? And I said, no. And he said, well, I said, is that like the parson's nose? He said, no, it's a turkey butt. And he said, you take you a slice of turkey butt and a slice of brim. And I said, what do you mean brim? Like the fish? Like the fish brim? He said, yeah, you put some turkey butt and brim and you put that on some white bread with some mayonnaise. Because I love me a turkey butt sandwich. And I said,
oh my God. Did they send you out snipe hunting immediately after?
I love
it. Right? Yeah.
See, that can only happen
The last time I went to the feed store, there was an ambulance outside, and I thought, oh, man, I hope nothing's happened to somebody inside. And I walk in, and I said, what's going on? I said, nothing. And I said, well, why is there an ambulance outside? And the EMTs, they said, oh, they're here buying deer corn. And I said, well, and I said, so where's the deer corn? Where they put it under the gurney? There's been a wreck. We got to go.
South Carolina.
I'm from South Carolina. I live very close to Tryon. We don't have to write comedy material. It just happens. You just walk around.
Exactly. Exactly. I love it. That only happens in the South.
It only happens in the South. That's right.
Thank you both for joining us. I really appreciate it. And thank you, by the way, for joining us all these years. I mean, you guys have been coming on our shows for a long time, and we do appreciate it. I know you've been on a number of different shows, actually, on the network, but we definitely appreciate it. And Dr. Seamans, you actually did the book. I wanted to just do this plug for my first co-host, Helena, from the Stall and Stable podcast, because you did the book with her. She helped you do the audiobook, and I wanted to give Helena a shout out here too. Thank you, Ashley, for writing the questions. Guys, Merry Christmas. Have a great holiday.
Yay!
Merry Christmas.
We'll
Happy
see ya.
holidays to everybody. Thank you.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that. I think that those two earned to play the right to play trivia every year. What a terrific pairing that was. I was laughing as much this time as I was before. So let's right now, let's head over to our voicemails for this hour. Hit it, Jimmy.
You have reached the Horse Radio Network voicemail line. Please leave your voicemail after the tone.
These holiday voicemails are brought to you by all of us at Kentucky Performance Products. Happy holidays, Horse World.
Hey, it is producer Jemmy here with Equestrian Rhapsody by Sharon Silva. All right, here we go. Is this a podcast? Is this just fantasy? Caught in the horse world, my escape from reality. Open your eyes, look out to the barn and see. I'm just a poor chick. I need no sympathy, 'cause money's easy come, easy go, equine high, equine low. Anywhere the horse goes doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama could kill my horse. Got into all the grain. Don't know what's wrong with his brain. Solvency had just begun, and now I've gotta spend it all away. Mama, ooh, don't mean to make you cry. If I'm still buying supplements tomorrow, order on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my visa's maxed. Got shivers down my spine, collectors calling all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've gotta pay. Gonna leave you all behind and ride away. 'Cause only horses matter, anyone can see. Only horses matter. Only horses matter to me. Anywhere the horse goes. Happy Holiday Radiothon 2023. We're back, baby.
Frosted window panes, horses bundled in stalls, trekking through the storm to the barn. Hosts are on their way to fill our day with songs, prizes, stories, and fun. It's that time of year when the Radiothon brings us happiness, joy, and cheer. Merry Christmas, may your horsey dreams come true. and to HRN, Jamie, Glenn, and Jen, wishing you and yours the same thing too. All the auditors trading their Christmas cards, Secret Santa gifts, photos too. Winter's on its way, we're tossing hay to keep horses happy and warm. It's that time of year when the Radiothon brings us happiness, joy, and cheer. Merry Christmas, may your horsey dreams come true. And to HRN, Jamie, Glenn, and Jen, wishing you and yours the same thing too.
Hello, Horse Radio Network family. This is Auditor Nicole from Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm answering the call for a holiday poem. I have no creativity in me, however, so it's a chat GPT poem about the Horse Radio Network. 'Twas the season of cheer, with snow softly falling, and the Horse Radio Network was joyfully calling. Their podcast, a gift for all equine devotees, filled with tales of horses, oh, such wonderful stories. In the studio, hosts gather round the mic, sharing horse wisdom, both classic and alike. From hoofbeats on the trails to the dressage ring's grace, each episode held a unique equine embrace. Stable Scoop kicked it off with laughter and fun, bringing horse lovers together, everyone. They shared tales of riders, their journeys, and more, creating a community bonded to the core. Daily Strides came next, with tips oh so clever, guiding riders on paths that would make them endeavor. Their expertise flowed in a steady stream, helping horse and rider achieve their dream. And oh, Horses in the Morning, a lively affair, with news, interviews, and laughter to share. From barn hacks to events, it was a delight, filling listeners' mornings with pure delight. As Christmas drew near, they spread joy far and wide, with holiday specials bringing warmth inside. Their love for horses, a heartfelt song, echoed through the air where equestrians belong. I love you all so much. Thanks for letting me be a part of the Auditor family and the Horse Radio Network. Happy holidays!
Happy holidays, and thank you, Glenn, for bringing back Radiothon. This is Elizabeth Harris, and here is my funny holiday fail. Our Georgia family with 2 young sons decide to make a holiday trip to Hilton Head Island. Farm sitter was a college girl from Florida. While at the beach, an ice storm knocks out the power at the farm, and the tub and shower drains at Hilton Head even start to freeze. The farm sitter had no clue about ice storms and fireplaces, but she did her best to get a fire going to heat the house. She included a large piece of fat lighter wood in the fireplace. It heated up, began to pop like fireworks, and blew the glass doors off the fireplace. End result, busted plumbing from the freeze and a smoky house. No one asked for a holiday trip again.
Are you managing a horse with equine metabolic syndrome? Ask your vet if Insulin Wise is the right choice for your horse. According to research conducted at Michigan State University, the ingredients in Insulin Wise help horses maintain a healthy weight and normal insulin levels. To learn more, visit kppvet.com today.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed that batch. We have some very talented listeners, and I'm going to totally shock her right now by bringing Jemmy on. Hey, Jemmy, you were terrific. That was wonderful.
Here I am off mute. I completely forgot that I even did that because like the melee of Thanksgiving was in between, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I did that.
It was great. And Sharon, she wrote it so well. I loved all your hand gestures.
If I'm going to sing on camera, I'm going to distract from my voice as much as I can.
Very well done. It was a hit. All right. Why don't you play us into my next interview? I got a chance to catch up with one of my favorite people in the whole world. And actually, you've been looking at this all day. She drew this for Helene and I during one of our other live events we did. We did an art show during COVID, and she drew this during that. That's Helene and I and Fergus in the middle. And now you're going to find out about Fergus's first Christmases. And Jimmy's going to play that for us. Excited to be here with Jean Abernethy. She has been a guest on our shows many, 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 many times over the last 14 years. Jean, thanks for joining us again for the Radiothon.
Thanks for the invite, Glenn. It's great to be back.
Oh, it's always so much fun to have you. Of course, Jean is well known for one particular horse, and I'm going to show you. This is what Jean is well known for right there, is Fergus the horse. And she has done so many Fergus cartoons over the years, and we're going to talk about a couple of them today that relate to the holidays. But how long ago did you start Fergus?
Fergus was started in 2000. That's when I changed from making generic horses into a singular character with a name.
Yeah. And then the first book?
First book was 2015.
Oh, wow. So it was really that much longer? I didn't realize that.
Yeah. He was published in a few horse magazines for 15 years. Then when I put him on Facebook in 2012, it just blew up. And by 2015, I had 300,000 Facebook fans.
And this is one of the most popular ones. This is still my favorite cartoon. I have all your books, as you know. I have them all in here. But this is one of my favorite cartoons, and it has to do with the holidays. So everybody can take a look at that. It actually takes you a minute to absorb what it actually is doing there. But this was still one of my favorites. It's still one of my favorites too today. But you have a story about that one, don't you? And this one went really viral. This is one of the ones that helped you take off.
That one went really viral. Yeah, I thought it up. I put it out there on Facebook, and it zoomed all over the world real quick. And so I wrote a note out to the fans saying, if anybody actually wants to build one of these, send me a photo. Let's make a little contest out of it, and the winner will get a T-shirt. A lady in Austria with her daughter actually built that thing. They had a saddle on the snow horse, and they even had boots on the snowball, and they even had Fergus's missing shoe there in the snow. It was so funny. So she won a T-shirt.
I love that. I think it's great.
That was good fun.
I know. I remember that one, and you've done so many others. Here's another one. This one's cute, I think. Here's another one that you've done for the holidays. I love that one too.
One without captions. Those are the tricky ones to come up with, but they're often the most successful because the viewer has to work on it a little bit to get the person.
I love that about a lot of your cartoons, is you really have to think about it and go, oh, okay, now I get it.
Yeah, the ones without captions are, in my opinion, the best ones.
You've done thousands of these now. Where does the inspiration come from? You just wake up in the middle of the night and take notes, or?
When you try and communicate with your horse and the message doesn't get through, it's that interspecies space that just doesn't connect, and that's where the humor is.
When you were a kid, what memories do you have of the holidays? Did you have horses then?
Oh my goodness, Glenn. Well, my life began when I was 7 and Santa Claus brought a pony. That was
you got a pony for Christmas?
Got a pony for Christmas.
Oh my God, every girl's dream.
My brother and 2 sisters, we shared the pony, and our 2 sisters didn't ride much, but my brother and I, we nearly wore out that poor pony. and then we needed more ponies. Yeah, so that was the big one.
You realize you lived every horse girl's dream there, getting a pony for Christmas.
Oh my goodness, how fortunate I was. Yeah, didn't have a saddle, but that didn't matter.
Not in those days. Everybody just got on a road. Yeah. Nobody cared.
No shoes, no helmet, no nothing, no saddle. Did have a bridle. That was an advantage.
You could steer anyway, or try to.
Yeah.
Most of those early ponies never steered either.
Not much, no. Yeah.
Did you ever have one that looked like Fergus?
Yes. Actually, when I outgrew the pony and I was 13, 14 years old, my father gave me permission to buy a foal off the PMU farm. And this little guy was half quarter horse and half heaven knows what, but he had the big white blaze on his face and the white socks. And so that's where Fergus gets his markings. A bay horse with the big white face.
Now, you did something for us, and I have to show it because I know a lot of the audience today will not have seen this, but probably pre-COVID, we did, Helene and I, or during COVID maybe, Helene and I did an art show. It might have been during COVID, 2020. We did a live art show where we had a whole bunch of artists on to show their art, and photographers and, painters and all kinds of different. Yeah. And you were on the whole episode with us, the whole live event. And it was. And during the whole thing, she was doing a drawing and never showed us until the very end. Now, let me get it. And this is what she did. So that's Helena and I with Fergus in the middle. We were all dressed up that night because it was an art show. And this is one of my most proudest possessions. It always lives right back here on the desk.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, Glenn. That was a lot of fun that evening.
We were not expecting something this elaborate because you did it in maybe an hour and a half.
Something like that. Yeah, so, I think I probably retouched it a little bit before I sent you that final drawing, but yeah.
You just nailed us so much there. I mean, you just nailed it. I was so excited when I saw it.
Good job, Glenn.
Speaking of your job, you're now doing some different kind of art. You want me to show some of these that you've done?
Sure.
Tell us about it.
I've got some of the original paintings here.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and show those.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So tell me about what you're doing now.
That one that you're showing now is a book by a German author, 2 German authors, in fact, one of whom I believe resides in Switzerland. This is a story about a big white horse. It's basically a rescue story, a big white horse that escaped the meat market. And it's a story for young readers. It's about empathy and compassion and all those good things. Lovely story. And I have the book right here. I can show you.
Okay. And you did the art for it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did the art for it. There's several paintings in it. There's a double-page spread right there.
Oh, wow.
And fun. Oils on canvas. I had never painted or illustrated a book with oil on canvas before, but our deadline allowed that because oil is slow to dry.
Yeah.
And so I went for it. And besides, my computer was dead, so...
So Fergus was on hold.
If you unplug a paintbrush, it still works the same way.
Yeah.
Here is the original of that illustration.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
And here's another one. This was actually a sketch that ended up not showing up in the book, but that's oil on canvas as well.
And you said this was your first try at oil?
I've painted in oils before. This is the first time I did an illustration job in oils.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And yeah, I used acrylics for years and years when I had little baby kids and little doggies in the house because I didn't want the solvent smells. But they have better products now. And I took a few lessons in oils and I thought I'll never go back to acrylics because they're very forgiving.
I love this one too. Tell us about this one.
That was fun. This story, actually, because it's for young readers, it's narrated by an owl. And I've never really painted birds before, so I took a crack at an owl, and that kind of worked out.
I love it. I love his eye. I mean, I just love the expression on the owl's face.
It was fun to do. It was really fun to do.
Well, I am so happy after all this time. You still have fun doing art, and playing around with different new things. I think that's wonderful.
Oh, it's great. It's great. And I have this, my most recent book illustration job hasn't been published yet. It'll come out in 2024 by an author named Phil Mills Jr. He, I believe, is a past president of Western Writers of America. He's an award-winning author and wrote a little book called The Story. So for Phil, I made this little boy character that is the main character in his story, rendered in oils. In order to get the lighting on his face, I made this little clay model.
Oh my gosh.
And you see how the shadow moves around his face. I was having trouble getting that accurate with just my imagination alone. So I made this little clay model.
You are an all-around artist, Jean.
Well, you got, in order to draw two-dimensionally, Glenn, you have to think three-dimensionally. And so there we are. That gave me the lighting I needed. And here's our little character. Here's little Billy.
Oh, and it looks just like your 3D. That's so cool.
That's the point. And here's little Billy telling a fib.
You're having too much fun with this.
It is fun. You know, every job has its days, but then when I'm having those kind of days, I think, well, what else would you rather do, Jean? And I think, no, this is a perfect job.
Still better than working at Walmart as a greeter.
You betcha. Yes, that it is.
Although there are some days I wish I only had the responsibility of greeting people at Walmart. I think that would be nice some days. But...
Yeah, there are days like that, aren't there? Yeah.
For all of us. Well, Jean, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. The websites are at the bottom of the screen there. You can find all of her work. You've been such a supporter of the Horse Radio Network since we started 14 years ago and been on the show anytime I ask. Thank you so much for that.
I love the laughs that they're always there when you put on Horse Radio Network. There's always a good laugh, Glenn. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Well, I hope you enjoyed Fergus and Jean there, learning a little bit about Fergus's early years. We're going to get to our next hour. We're running a little bit over here, but that's okay. I'm the boss. We can do that. I'm saying that mostly for the new hosts that are waiting. We're going to be about 5 minutes late because we have to give away some prizes. So, of course, it's our hour. It's your and my hour that we're running over.
Oh, who would have thought? Shocker.
Big surprise. All right, tell us about our prizes.
This year's prize giveaways are proudly sponsored by Benefab, specializing in convenient and affordable therapies. Their customer promise is increased mobility and less pain in 3 weeks, guaranteed, whether for yourself, your horse, or your dog. With a line for all three, they have you and your four-legged friends covered from head to toe or hoof. Visit benefabproducts.com to discover the benefits and shop their research-driven line of therapeutic products.
We were around when Kat started that company and got to know her early on, and she's actually co-hosted Horses in the Morning once or twice over the years. They're terrific products, so definitely check them out. Before we get to our first product, I did want to say that we do need to get the donations up for the minis. Gentle Carousel Miniature Therapy Horses are a terrific organization. They've been all over the country helping in times of disaster with their minis. They do a lot of good work. They go to a ton of events every year, and they don't charge for any of them. So everything is based on donation. If you can afford to give anything, go to the link down below here, and please do give to the minis. They're definitely worth it. I take it very seriously when I pick the charity that we do for Radiothon, and I feel very strongly about the work that they do and the help that they give to everybody. All right, our first prize we're going to give away for this hour is the Trail Riding Bundle, worth $100 from Benefab. Benefab fabrics are infused with lead-free minerals and emit far-infrared wavelengths that are proven to increase blood circulation, dilate capillaries, and reduce inflammation. Why did I give myself the hardest one to read? Benefab products are designed to penetrate deeply into the treatment area for maximum results and pain relief. Your Trail Riding Bundle includes a therapeutic pole pad. It's 3 hours in, you can tell, for your horse, a pair of Benefab therapeutic socks for you, and to keep essentials within easy reach, a horse holster in your choice of colors. We love the horse holster. They're a great product too. Visit benefabproducts.com. And I apologize to Benefab for my terrible reading of their ad, but
Oh, Glenn, it's not your fault. It's the Prosecco. Heelstown Happy Hour is next, so you might want to have some
Do you know
coffee.
what's funny is I haven't even opened the Prosecco yet. Wait till I open the
That's
Prosecco.
problem. Now we know. You're too sober for Radiothon.
It's all going downhill from here. All right. So, Ashley, pick a number between 1 and 875.
312.
312. The winner of the trail riding bundle from Benefab is Megan Mitchell. Congratulations to Megan Mitchell. All right, we'll keep this show on the road here.
Okay, next up, Easy Signs online gift certificate for $100 this holiday season. Give a gift that will last for many years to come. A custom and personalized horse farm sign from easysignsonline.com. Using our unique step-by-step website, you can choose the options you want and see prices every step of the way. Hundreds of options available from size, shape, color, font, graphics, mounting systems, etc. And currently free shipping on all orders over $150. These $100 gift certificates are good for any new sign order on the website that totals $100 or more.
All right, let's do the same thing.
423.
I can't pick because I'm looking at the list.
And we're real honest folks around here most of the time.
Christine West. Congratulations to Christine. You now can pick your sign. That's my brother's company. It's a terrific company. The next, I love this company. I met them for the first time at WISA this year, and they're such cool products.
I know who the winner is already. It's me, Glenn.
These are cool products. This is the Prince of Scots Highland Tweeds Big Throw, worth $225. This company, by the way, is royal approved, so that means there's some of their stuff was sold to royalty. Wrap yourself in luxury in one of the Prince of Scots Highland Tweeds Big Throws. Made of sustainable 100% pure new wool, the Big Throw measures 59 inches by 80 inches, which is perfect to snuggle under after a chilly day in the saddle or while watching Radiothon. And it's imported from England. Visit princeofscots.com. They have some of the most beautiful stuff I've seen. It's absolutely wonderful. So check it out. All right, Jimmy. All right, Ashley.
You need to open that Prosecco, man. 789.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait, did we go that high? I can't remember. I'm just.
Yes, we do.
No.
You're
Okay.
losing it too. 789 is Tanya Victor.
Yay,
I don't know if I said
Tanya.
your name right, Tanya, and I apologize if I didn't, but congratulations. All right. One more.
Finally, we have a Ride TV 1-year subscription valued at over $200. You can enjoy your favorite equine videos all in one place with Ride TV, the ultimate equine streaming platform. Whether you're ready to relax with your favorite series, binge watch competition footage, or train with a world champion, subscribe to Ride TV today to see where your ride takes you. Visit ridetvgo.tv.
And one more.
289.
289. The winner of the Ride TV subscription, which is absolutely wonderful, is Elena Giltmere. So Why am I the one reading the names? I screw up every name we've ever done on the show for 14 years. And here I am the one reading the names.
You assigned it to yourself.
I know. Why did I do that? Elena Giltmere. And by the way, we always say this on Horses in the Morning. If I mess up your name, it's a badge of honor and you should be proud. So
we should make a shirt like Glenn butchered my name.
That's right.
We're going to add it to the merch store, guys.
There you go. Stay tuned for hour 4 of the Holiday Radiothon as Heels Down Happy Hour is up next. Don't forget the audio version of the Radiothon will be available tomorrow on Horses in the Morning, the Horse Radio Network All Shows feed, and the Auditor feeds. So you don't need to miss a minute. And now, on to hour 4.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Another hour of the Horse Radio Network Holiday Radiothon by State Line Tack. We'll be back shortly.
The snow is snowing, the wind is blowing, but I will weather the storm. Why do I care how much much it may storm. Weather being a rugs will keep me warm. I can't remember a worse December. Just watch those icicles form. Why do I care if icicles form? Weather being a rugs will keep me warm. Clip off that furry coat, scrape off that mud. Don't need no furry coat. I'm snuggled in love. My heart's on fire. The flames grow higher. So I will weather the storm. Why do I care how much it may storm? I've got my rug to keep me warm.